Hello everyone, welcome to the Morrowind Book Club. Today we're going to be reading the Special Flora of Tamriel. Let us begin. Special Flora of Tamriel by Hardin the Herbalist. The poppy, in both black and white varieties, may be found growing wild in the mountains of Hammerfell. Their succulent pods are often the only nourishment for adventurers who find themselves in the wilderness without rations. It is said that black and white poppies imbibed together have magical properties. When they are crushed and mixed with the milk of the agile-footed mountain goat, the resulting potion allows the user to glide safely above ground. Well, that's great, but this is in Hammerfell and we're in Morrowind. I would love to get some alchemy recipes in a book, but it'd be better if I got one, for the region of Morrowind, which looks like we're going to be getting. Wait a second. Special Flora of Tamriel. There was no skill point for this? Because this is obviously a book about alchemy. I had to triple check the list and make sure that I hadn't read this already, but no, we haven't. So, anyways, moving on to the next bit. Fire Fern, a perennial herb, is native to the province of Morrowind. The flowers are inconspicuous and often hidden. The glossy, evergreen foliage and blossoms are resistant to conditions of high heat and bright light. A petal from this plant placed under the adventurer's tongue will provide protection from the heat and fire of the lava pits and thermal streams around Dagoth-Ur. Fire Fern. Gotta get some of that. I'm willing to bet this entry is telling us that the first effect, because as we know in alchemy, there are multiple, I believe there's 4, and in rare cases 5, I think. I'll just go with 4. 4 different effects that you can get. And when you eat an ingredient on its own, you can basically get the first effect. So I'm guessing Fire Fern will give us a fire resistance thing. Dragon's Tongue, a common name for a fern-like herb found in Black Marsh, is especially prolific around the area of Ulthirus Swamp. It is a beautiful wildflower whose name comes from the fire-red fronds that protect its golden efflorescence. Efflorescence. There we go. I was like, that L's in the wrong place. As pretty as it is, however, it is a deadly poison to most living beings and needs to be avoided by adventurers, especially unprotected ones. That is, as it is lethal to the touch. Wow. It is said, however, that Argonians can handle the plant and use the sap derived from its roots to enhance their endurance. I would actually like to see this. It never occurred to me before. I'm like, we have got different races that come from different places. Why does alchemy work the same way across all the races? I think it would be really cool to have certain things work different ways on different races. And I doubt we'll ever get that going forward, because they seem intent on making games where you can do everything on a single playthrough. And I feel like you would get a very different experience. It would lock things away and change things up too much if you were to implement something like that in a later Elder Scrolls game, but I can dream, right? Domica Redwart is a herb grown by many residents of Valenwood for their beautiful and showy flowers. They attain a height of about 3 feet and sport feathery leaves. The flowers are usually bright red. I'm noticing a trend. Everything here has to do with fire or redness or something, right? Yeah. Special Flora of Tamriel. That's very interesting. In addition to their beauty, they are said to have the magical ability of enhancing the appearance of anyone who carries or wears one of the blooms. A personality boost. Ironwood Nut is a hard-shelled fruit that comes from the ironwood trees growing deep in the forests of Skyrim. The wood of these trees is as hard as the metal after which it is named. The very rare black variety of ironwood is said to produce a nut, which is very succulent and believed to greaten the strength of the adventurer who is able to crack its shell and partake of it. And there goes our theme of fire and red. Oh well. The Gingko Leaves, which are found along the banks of rivers and lakes in Hammerfell, are most inconspicuous, only their peculiar half-moon shape making them noticeable. The edible foliage is very sweet and quite tasty. Legend has it that when mixed properly with the pulp of the aloe plant, the resulting concoction has the ability of increasing one's stamina for a short while. The Somnalius Fern can be found in the swamps of Black Marsh. The fronds of this plant are light green and quite delicate. Picking a frond can be very difficult as they usually crumble to the touch, but once retrieved, it can be used to put an enemy to sleep for a short while by passing it under his nose. Interestingly, that you can't do this kind of thing in Morrowind because the alchemy system only allows you to create potions in which you drink yourself. I'm not looking forward to Oblivion, but that is one thing I am looking forward to in Oblivion, is being able to use alchemy on others. Arrowroot is a thick, rubbery tuber that can be found in the province of Valenwood. The plant is quite difficult to find as its above-ground foliage is very meager and scrawny. But the root itself can be most beneficial to the gatherer as it has magical properties. The paste made from grinding the root is quite wholesome and can improve the user's accuracy with a bow, an arrow, or other missile weapon. I guess that's why it's called arrowroot. That's interesting. Like, how does that increase your accuracy? Does it I'm actually trying to think, like, in real life terms, what would that do? Does it help your sight? Does it mess with your by mess I mean like improve the signals between your brain and like the rest of your body? Does it, like, I don't know, strengthen the nerve signals, or allow, like, I don't know, electrical signals to pass quicker through your body so that it would have the side effect of improving your hand-eye coordination? I don't know. Like, that actually, man, how does that work? Magic. Oh, thanks, me. You got the answer for everything. Moving on. Nightshade is reputed to be a very poisonous herb. However, the variety found in many parts of elsewhere is cherished by Khajiit, who have taken up careers in thievery. Many Khajiit will tuck a piece of nightshade inside their armor to increase their abilities to skulk, hide, and become invisible. I would love to go to elsewhere. Bethesda, listen to me. I want to go there. Anyways, that was Special Flora of Tamriel by Harden the Herbalist. If you liked Harden's writing, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't, you're like, Arden, what was that? Leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.